Hi, Days fans. Happy Easter! It is Sunday, April 24th, and we're going to talk about Friday's show. But real quick, I want to talk about Oprah Winfrey. And her response to, I guess she's a little annoyed that people have been flooding her website's inboxes with requests for her new, what is it, O Network or whatever, to take over the soap operas. And she's like, oh, your time has come. It's not going to happen. It's not my responsibility.
Yeah. She's like, wake up. They're a losing business model.
Forget
the ratings have gone down. The ratings have gone down. The shows haven't gone down. Just there's no people to watch them during the day. Women are working.
I don't want to talk about any of that part. A lot of people are wanting to boycott Oprah because she's not willing to help, blah, blah, blah. What I want to talk about is the fact that Oprah Winfrey, the richest woman in America, is having somebody...
Not even close to the richest woman in America.
Who do you think is... I'm telling you...
Anybody in the Walton family is richer than
anywho,
Oprah.
She's got a freaking person on a webcam. And not only are they on a webcam, but they're trying to make it really obvious they're on a webcam. Because the whole screen is like shaking like this the whole time. And then, not only is it shaking, but they show Oprah sitting right next to a mirror. So you can see the person holding the webcam in the mirror.
They're just trying to look edgy. Anyway, Oprah's right.
It doesn't look edgy when you take that many measures to show you're using a webcam.
Okay. I don't know. It was weird.
Like, what? Nobody believes that that's the best you can do, Oprah. It's freaking using a webcam to get your message across.
You want to see me make her mad? Watch. Grab her notes. She'll make you mad.
Do any of you feel any offense that I actually take notes on our show? Or would you rather I just sat here and wasted 10 minutes of your time?
Notes. Remember I used to take notes and you used to just sit there enjoying the show while I'm operating the remote and taking notes? You look over at my notes.
JV's a little crabby today. Just bear with us. Okay, so let's
I'm
start
not
off
crabby.
with Chloe.
She's crabby. She should be.
Chloe, I have this deepest, darkest desire that they're going to make Chloe into an actual prostitute. I mean, Kate and Victor have been calling her a whore for years and years and years. And there are some actual people who have been whores on Days, but they usually make that like a backstory. Is there any chance that they will show Chloe, like, actually making ends meet by prostitution? I mean, it doesn't seem like in 2011 we'd see that, but they have had backstories. And I keep thinking this, but I don't think it's an actual fact. So people who've been watching longer than me, did Maggie ever resort to prostitution? Did that ever happen, or am I just, like, delusional? I thought I remember that.
I don't.
JV, you've been watching about 7 minutes.
How many years have I been watching?
You started
At least 5?
watching... No.
Not even?
Yeah, about 5, actually. About 5. Yeah, about 5, actually. Yeah.
Hey, I got YouTube. I can do a little research.
When have you done research?
I've done research.
Whatever.
Anyway, Chloe's screwed. Everybody's against her. I love it when Victor talks about her. Oh, we're so glad to get rid of that horse, slut, scumbag.
It's bad. I mean,
Kate does have a point. She's kind of gone through her family like a tornado.
Yeah.
Lucas. And
okay, all the men in the family other than Bo. Lucas, Brady,
not Austin.
Philip. Alright, you're right. Now, other than Bo and Austin, she has been through Lucas, Daniel, Brady, and Philip.
Yeah.
And Victor doesn't feel anything for Austin. By the time he realized Austin was like Kate's child she didn't remember, they were already on the outs, you know.
Did Victor think that Austin was his or something?
No. Oh. What happened was Kate and Victor were together and they were trying to get pregnant. And then it turned out that Kate was Austin and Billy's mother, and she never really was officially divorced from Curtis. So Victor, like, kind of dumped her, but then he gave her back one of her rings, the engagement ring, not the wedding ring, because, you know, their marriage was no longer valid. and he told her he would give her the other ring when she conceived their child. But she was having trouble conceiving, so it was really an a-hole. I thought that was an a-hole move. Okay, so let's talk about Dario, Melanie, and Brady. JP and I have completely switched camps.
At least I'm headed in the different direction. Dario is he's interesting now.
I am loving this triangle of Melanie either going for Brady or Dario. I don't need I said Brady. Brady or Dario. I don't even... It's like they've made Dario be the underdog.
Yeah.
Just like they did with Melanie in the beginning. Like, I don't know if we were 100% Melanie fans the second she hit the show, but very quickly we were because she was the underdog. And they've done the Melanie thing with Dario. Now we're into him. And I really thought, like, even 2 weeks ago, there was no way I could be a Dario fan.
Yeah, he's different. And it took a little getting used to, but I applaud them for picking somebody that was a little bit unusual. I don't think it would have been most people's first choice, but sometimes going different is brave, and it pays out. It pays off.
Every time the writers can get me to make a quick transformation and get me to be completely sucked into what they're doing, like with Taylor. We hated Taylor, and now we're like, oh, we don't want her to go. And I'm getting nervous because it is Easter. It is April 24th right now. So we're talking about 5 more days, or 4 more days, 5 more days of our lives before April's over. And I've heard that Tamara Braun's taking over in April. So we have a very small window left with Natalia Livingston.
Yeah.
And that doesn't...
And we don't have a day. We don't know. It's just going to be a shock.
KDR probably knows. I don't know.
So Philip gone. Has that already happened? Yeah, that happened on Thursday, right?
Oh yeah, that was these exits have been
it's
horrific.
Like, snap, he's gone.
Horrific.
Shelley Henning's exit was non-existent.
But that's good for her character and
for
the actress.
They can always bring her back.
All 3 of these people they have written off in a way that they can come back any minute of any day. People could write fan letters and say I'm upset, and these people like Mark Hopka. If you really want him back, write letters because
Faye's not coming
back. They have not done very much at all. Like Faye, they killed her. They did not kill Mark Hopka, Shelley Hennig, or J. Kenneth Johnson. Those characters, they have not killed any of them.
They didn't kill Steve. They didn't kill Jack. Oh yeah, they did. They still came back.
Yeah, well, Steve's off on The Young and the Restless, getting the best gig of his life.
Benji could come back. Steve. Oh, my God. Steve Nichols is on top of the world.
When I see Steve Nichols and Eileen Davidson, a.k.a. Patch and Kristen from Days of Our Lives, in this awesome couple dynamic where they have this major chemistry, all I want to say is, Days, you suck. Because these people are Days, like... fires or whatever you want to call it. These people were not getting written for well. They left for another soap, and now they're doing really, really well, and they could be with us right now.
Tucker and McCall.
Yeah, Tucker and Ashley, they're freaking hot, and they're Days people. They were Days. All right, so Victor and Maggie, how freaking cute are they?
Yeah.
They are cute-alicious. When Victor's like, we feel like a couple, are we?
I think Daniel and Jennifer are cute.
Oh, yeah, of course Daniel and Jennifer are cute.
Daniel's like a little high school boy. I mean, they're just...
They are cute-alicious. Raise your hand if you like Daniel and Jennifer. I know Alicia. Sorry. I know you are probably not happy that I'm talking about Daniel with anyone other than Chloe.
Oh, God.
And I do apologize for that, because I love you, and I love the Angels, and I love all you're doing for charity. But I do really, really, really like Daniel and Jennifer. They're so cute. Yeah. But back to Victor and Maggie. Chloe is going to F that all up.
Magic.
Yeah, the magic is going to end. Because
oh, yeah. Chloe's already messed it up.
Because Maggie's going to take...
What is she thinking?
Maggie's taking on Chloe. But I have to say, forget soap opera land for a little millisecond. If you were walking down by the pier and you saw a young woman who tried to commit suicide in that very same spot, and she's at the bottom of her life. Her son's gone. She's lost all the men that's ever loved her in her life. Would you not offer her some kind of solace? I mean, I kind of feel like Victor's being an a-hole. I mean, this girl has been through... He has won. The baby's gone and safe. None of his biological relatives are with her. Why not let Maggie house her for a few days?
Yeah, but Victor's going to freak out.
Yeah, he is. We saw the previews.
And Maggie,
it's me or her.
Maggie is not going to put up with that.
Yeah, Maggie already said to Chloe, well, Victor doesn't run my life.
Yeah.
So, does anyone else think that new Rafe's new chick looks like a young Hope? To me, she looks just like Christian Alfonso looked when she started on the show.
I love Rafe's escape technique of dyeing the clothes
Oh,
blue.
real Rafe. Oh, yeah.
I love it. It's awesome.
That was awesome. So we were wondering what he was doing with all those pens from art class. I thought he was going to make a shiv. Am I saying that right?
Yeah. And then we saw him put those blue clothes on. I'm like, that's it. He's out of there.
That's awesome. Using the friggin' dye to dye his scrubs into blue. And
he's got that key. So he still doesn't know who he is. So he's going to just show up in Salem, kind of wandering around, running to Sammy.
So Galen Gehring is playing 3 roles. We got the real Rafe, the mind erased Rafe, and then the pretend, psycho person who's been facially reconstructed Rafe.
That
I
is the
hope
same
to
as
God.
Rafe.
No,
Oh, you're right. Yeah. When he's with EJ and Stefano, he's bad Rafe, and then new Rafe, he's pretend Rafe. Okay.
There are 3.
And he's doing a bang-up job, by the way.
I really hope whoever is the agent to Galen Gehring is getting him at least 3 to 4 times what he was making before, because that is how many roles he's having to put up with right now, and that's got to be challenging.
Yeah, he's talented.
No, yeah, he is. We are big Rafe fans. I can't say as we always have been, but ever since meeting him
Great
in November,
person to interview. Fantastic.
oh my God, he was so cool. And then, and all these different roles he's playing right now.
He doesn't just give you canned answers. He really tells you how it is. I love when he called EJ a prick.
There are people out there like, is it Ben Stiller? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Who's the same in every single movie?
Every single movie he's the same. And then there's Galen Gehring, who's in the same soap, playing 4 different roles really well. Now how can Ben...
4 now?
Well, he's the real Rafe. The one that we saw forever.
Yeah.
And then he's the one that's in the insane asylum who doesn't know who he is.
Yeah. He's not doing much of the real Rafe right now.
And then he's the Rafe that has been reconstructed and how he is with Sammy versus how he is with EJ and all them. So anything. Okay, I think we have gone on long enough about all that. But good times, good stuff going on.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited about Days now. I was a little down about a week ago. I said so.
I
was. I must have just, my meds must have been off a little bit or something. I'm not in any meds.
I don't even know why he says some of the things he says. I'm telling you, I don't even know why.
I'm making fun of Chloe. Storyline.
That's great, honey. Why don't you get all the women who've ever experienced... Oh, let's talk about that for a second. So, real quick before we end, Chloe experienced postpartum depression. And now they're acting like she's just this horrific slut. So are they trying to say she never really had postpartum, she's just a bad person? Or are they trying to say, if you have postpartum, you deserve to have your kid taken away and moved to another city?
Oh, they always make light of that.
Because from what I understand, I think that's really, really, really a horrific condition to go through. And I, knock on wood, thank God I never had that. And I don't really appreciate Days making a joke of it.
No.
But... So good stuff to come.
I don't think he made a joke of it. It was Kate who convinced her not to take the medicine that really sent her over the edge.
She didn't take her medicine. She tried to commit suicide. She got her kid taken away. And now everybody's like, oh, you're such a horrible person because you did these things. Well, if she truly had a condition and she wasn't taking her medication, then it seems like she could have kind of gotten a clean slate for all that.
Yeah, but Philip left her because of what she said on the recording.
Yeah, but is there any possibility that whatever medication she's taking isn't properly working, or they're not? I mean, we know that when you're on a medication, it sometimes takes a little trial and error before they get it right.
She was boozing it up too. That alone that was her excuse. But
Yeah. Well, anyhow.
wasn't enough. Anyway, looking forward to Monday's episode.
I'm looking forward to the next 5 days to find out what's going on with Tamara Braun and Natalia Livingston and how they're going to work that whole storyline in. So I'm excited about that. Okay, the couple that watches stays together.
Stays together.